Bureau. Chito, please.
Thank you, sir. With the information that we gathered this morning from the result of the laboratory, we have coordinated this time with the Bureau of Quarantine and the CHD of Region 7. What we did with POQ is that with we requested for the flight details. Ano yung flight carriers na sinakyan ng pasyente at saan pumunta, tinitingnan natin yun. That is after we have gathered the information from the patient as to what were the flights they took. Aside from that, we also coordinated with
Region ano,
the
sir?
CHD Region 7,
7?
and we are looking at
Unang kaso,
the
hindi naman niya
places
sinabing
where they
namatay eh.
take to in
Oo
Cebu
nga, no?
and in
O, iba yung namatay
Dumaguete.
kahapon.
Oo.
Once we have seen or to have the list of these places, then we do the contact tracing
Ngayon,
for the
nagko-contact
plane.
tracing
We
sila,
do
Region
the
7.
rules of 4. That means we need to identify passengers, 4 passengers front, 4 passengers in the back, and 4 passengers on both sides. Then we contact these passengers and advise them accordingly. But for the community, we are looking at the establishment where they stay and advise the establishment owner to identify the employees that had been in contact with the patient and from there do the mandatory quarantine to observe them if ever they will manifest any signs and symptoms of respiratory infection.
I'm surprised because we don't have that information either. We don't know how they arrived at that estimate. As you know, estimates are only estimates. We don't know what basis they used for the arriving at the estimate. We don't certainly have that information. As the secretaries mentioned, there are many patients that are considered PUI, in fact 27, 29, but only one of those have been confirmed. Many others have been excluded because the tests have come negative. So I have no information as to how this institute arrived at this estimate. So we are reiterating the most recent numbers issued by our headquarters last evening was 6,065 cases reported to WHO with 132 deaths. More recently this morning, the Chinese have reported further increases in numbers and deaths, which have not yet, I believe, been reported to WHO. But all of these cases, as you see, there's only 132 deaths that have been reported. If you're looking at the mortality rate, you're
Kaso,
talking of
kung totoo nga
less
yan,
than 3% deaths.
O, kasi yun yung
This is
reported.
much
Oo,
lower
oo,
than
lang.
previous coronavirus infections.
Paano kung nagtatago yung child niya?
Just so that we look at it from a
Lalo
realistic
naka-lockdown
perspective.
sila.
Hmm.
So you're correct. The DG has asked for a reconvening of the emergency committee of the international health regulations that will be relooking at the novel coronavirus situation. Part of this is because of the increased number of cases that are being reported in China, but also increasingly beyond China. I believe we have now confirmed cases from 15 other countries. So this changes the situation from the time the committee met on the last occasion on the 23rd, and they will be looking at
Meron na.
whether this current situation
Chinese,
and
a female Chinese
the
national.
evidence and knowledge that has been gained since the last meeting now constitutes enough evidence to classify this event as a public health emergency of
7.
international concern.
Region 7.
Let me explain that what would that mean. If WHO
Visayas yun eh. 7, di ba? 7.
decides to classify this as an international emergency,
Chinese
a public
national
emergency of
again.
international concern, it would then mean that we would work with member states to actively stop the transmission of this virus, and that may include restrictions that are agreed with member states to facilitate that process. What those restrictions are, we cannot tell, and that will be based on the risk assessment and the conclusions that the committee reaches this evening. But
38 years old,
the
sure.
aim of the declaration is to prevent the further spread of this disease
Saan
and
lugar
to
yan?
control it as early as possible.
Hindi saan yung ano.
Wala, hinahanap ko nga eh.
Baka hindi babanggitin mo.
Ka lang ha.
So the reproductive rate, the number that we look at to define the infectivity of an infection, in this case is lower than for SARS. The numbers have improved, reflecting the increased preparedness and readiness of the Chinese and the early start to the testing of people. So we have to look at it in that context and not purely compare numbers, right? We are talking 17 years later, enhanced preparedness and capacities, and larger populations. So we would have expected to see more numbers. That doesn't actually mean that this infection probably is more infectious than SARS. The numbers that we have currently does not support that.
Well, that has obviously changed by now, and that is why I will strongly recommend to the task force, the Emerging Infectious Disease Task Force, of whose members that I already enumerated, a temporary restriction of travelers from the entire province of China. But I believe that will still change. It could expand the number or increase the number of places depending on the assessment that is going to be done by the WHO. So we will be waiting for the assessment of the WHO and recommendation whether to